down that gun, buddy. And I promise I'll get us all out of here.
Only one problem with that. I like it here.
Oh no. Dear God.
I'm going to get my boots a little dirty.
I got one!
We found the plane. Can we go home now?
You knew we were never going home.
What's up, Jackson? Jeff in Las Vegas. Good afternoon.
Hey, Jeff in Las Vegas. Jackson here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah, nice to officially meet you, man. Big fan.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations on Warhunt, man. What Nazis and witches. This has something for everyone, right?
Yep. You know, it's a lot of enemies.
This is becoming its own genre. Horror in World War II. We got Overlord, Outpost, Dead Snow, and now Warhunt. So, I mean, I'm a big World War II buff. I'm a horror buff. And I just thought this was a great mixture of that because it's so different.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I think that's what attracted me to the project in the first place. I've seen, I think 3 out of the 4 films you mentioned, and Overlord being one of my favorites. And I love when we can combine genres together. And there's something so wonderful about historical fiction, and something so rife with just mysticism as the craziness of World War II and the true aspect of Hitler's obsession with the occult. It's so rife for cinematic mining for material. And I mean, you combine that with Mr. Mickey Rourke and Robert Knepper. I mean, that was a combination that I had to be a part of.
Oh, absolutely. And if you hunt for a downed plane in Germany behind enemy lines, the forest is run by witches. This looked like a miserable shoot. I mean, mud. I mean, tell me about. I kept looking at you guys. I'm like, man, you must be miserable because I assume this was shot somewhere in Eastern Europe.
Yeah, we filmed in Latvia, which is a beautiful country actually on the Baltic Sea. It was a beautiful place, but we filmed in deep in the woods, and so that was definitely had its issues. Tick infested forests.
You walk in that plane, Jackson. You walk in that plane, and you were knee deep in that slosh.
And that was real.
Yeah,
that
it was.
All
I had to
real. And that it was definitely intense. But I think that's what some of the cinematic magic happens. You put yourself through these kind of rigorous situations or uncomfortable situations, but at the end of the day, the film's gonna last forever, and your discomfort in this case only lasted for about a month.
Tell me about the witches set in that windmill. It had a pretty cool look to it.
Yeah, it was. So the windmill was actually part of this. It was a real windmill from like the 15th century, and then they built a replica on stage in a warehouse in Latvia. So we filmed the exteriors and part of the interior on location, which is just insane. And then once we go deeper into the caverns, that becomes the set. And when we see the big set piece there at the end of the film, I don't want to spoil anything, but that was all built by hand by the incredible artisans and craftspeople of Latvia. So it was, there's so many great set pieces, and our director, Mauro.
There's so much detail, Jackson. So much detail.
The detail's incredible.
And the great Mickey Rourke. Was the eye patch his idea? Tell me.
Oh yeah, that was 100% him. I think if you'd ask anybody else, they'd be like, well, the reflective eye patch isn't a great idea. For filming.
You're gonna tell Mickey Rourke no? Yeah, I want to be there for that. Yeah.
Oh, I'll do it in a heartbeat.
And Robert Knepper, one of my favorites, Prison Break, playing Sergeant Brewer. He had a great, because the witches are casting doubts in your mind and hallucinations and spells, and to see him go from this tough sergeant to someone you're questioning his sanity, what a great character he had.
Yeah, Knepper is an incredible performer, incredible actor, and just a wonderful human being. So to get to work alongside him and learn from him was a great experience. It's funny, we were ribbing each other constantly during filming, and he's so much fun. We go out for dinner and like talk about like poetry and art and history, and then get on set and shoot the shit like soldiers.
And not only that, tell me, as an actor, when you put on those costumes, playing soldier, I mean, it just has to help with the character.
There's something about being strapped up with like a couple of Colt 45s that kind of immediately brings you to the seriousness of the situation.
Absolutely. And finally, today, tell me about Mario Borelli. Tell me about the director and his style.
Oh man, yeah, Mauro is a wonderful little Italian man, very passionate. He comes from a background of illustration, and he's an incredible I don't know, like artist. And as a director, he's he's got a certain frenetic energy that's a little all over the place. Sometimes you got to rein him in like a kid, be like, all right, Mauro, all right. Like I had to, a couple times, he'd want to talk through every scene, and it's like, okay, well, let us walk it, let us act it out, let's kind of discover some moments. And but between Nepper and I and Mauro, we were able to find some moments of truth, and there's some interesting ideas that Mauro had.
Well, it's all there on screen, man. What a great thriller. Thank you so much for joining me today, Jackson. Congratulations on Warhunt. And let's talk again soon. Thank you.
All right. Cheers, brother. Thank you so much. You stay safe out there.